The most powerful thing you can do is nothing. Imagine you're standing in the middle of a room full of stuff. Ideas, tasks, advice, obligations, purchases, goals. The room is packed to the brim, and you're suffocating. You want happiness, success, clarity, wealth. And what do you hear from all sides? Do more. Add another course. Master a new skill. Close another gestalt. You are offered a new box, a new shelf, a new room to shove even more actions into. Now imagine another path. Instead of adding something, you take and carry out one old, unnecessary box of junk to the dump, and it immediately becomes easier to breathe in the room. This is the essence of the most powerful and underrated principle, Via Negativa, the path through negation. The art of achieving prosperity not by addition, but by consistent and ruthless subtraction. Today, we will not talk about what to do. We will learn what to stop doing. Because sometimes the most brilliant step towards the light is not to light a new candle, but to extinguish the lantern that's in the way. Our journey begins in a world familiar to all, the world of addition. From childhood, we are hammered with the idea, to become better, you need more.
More knowledge, more activity, more connections, more possessions. All marketing, the entire self-help industry is built on this narrative. You have a problem? Here's a solution. A new product, a new habit, a new technique. You are like a patient who is prescribed more and more new medicines without trying to find the root of the disease, which may lie in an old, poisoning medicine you are already taking. You want wealth? You are advised to look for new sources of income, master complex investment schemes. You want health? You are pushed superfoods, detox programs, exhausting workouts. You want happiness? You are offered new experiences, new relationships, new gratitude practices. And you, like a conscientious hero, begin your quest. You make giant to-do lists, pack your calendar to the limit, buy courses you will never finish, take on obligations that drain you. You constantly add something to your life, hoping that at some point the cup will overflow and spill over with happiness and success. But the cup does not overflow. It leaks because it has holes. Holes in the form of old bad habits, toxic relationships, useless information, wasting time on nonsense, mental junk.
You are trying to fill a leaky bucket by pouring more and more new water into it, and you wonder why it's empty. The hero is stuck running in circles. His sword is action, but he fights the windmills of his own growing, snowballing complexity. And now, the turning point. The moment when the hero gets tired. Truly, he sits down on the side of this endless race and asks one simple, childish question. What if I'm going the wrong way? What if the path to strength lies not in building muscle, but in removing the shackles that bind those muscles? What if the path to wealth is not so much about learning to earn more, but about learning to lose and risk less? What if the path to health is not adding a new diet, but eliminating sugar, processed food, and chronic sleep deprivation? What if the path to wisdom is not reading the 100th book, but cleansing the mind of garbage thoughts and other people's opinions? This is the essence of Via Negativa, a philosophy rooted in theology, describing God by what he is not. In medicine, first do no harm. In engineering and mathematics.
It's easier to create something reliable by removing all points of failure than by adding super protection to a fragile structure. It's easier to become happy by removing the main sources of unhappiness from life than by adding a superdose of positivity to suffering. You don't become strong by adding strength. You become strong by removing weakness. This is the quantum leap in thinking. The hero stops being a collector of actions and becomes a surgeon of his own life. His weapon changes. Now it is not a sword for new conquests, but a scalpel for the subtle, ruthless amputation of everything superfluous. And so our hero, armed with a scalpel, returns to his junk-filled room, his life. His mission now is not to add brightness, but to remove noise. Where to start? With the simplest, most obvious, most toxic. First level, physical clutter. Mess in the house, on the desk, on the computer. Every unnecessary thing is a cognitive load, a micro-choice, a particle of attention. Throwing out clutter, you are not cleaning a room, you are freeing the brain. Second level, informational poison, the news feed that sows anxiety, social media that cause envy.
Useless YouTube videos devouring hours, subscriptions to other people's problems and negativity. You unsubscribe, delete, turn off notifications. You are not depriving yourself of information, you are getting vaccinated against stupidity. Third, most difficult level, mental and social obligations. Toxic relationships that drain energy. Tasks you do for the sake of it or out of a sense of duty, bringing neither money nor joy. Fears and beliefs inherited from parents or imposed by society. You have to be modest. Money is evil. Real work is from 9 to 6. You are not becoming callous. You are setting a filter on the incoming flow of your life. You start asking not, what can I add to become happier, but what can I give up to stop being unhappy? In finances, this means not how to earn 20% more, but what stupid expenses can I cut by 30% without losing quality of life? In business, not what new product to launch, but what loss-making or complex product, process, client can be removed to make everything more stable. Subtraction is not a loss, it is concentration. You are not impoverishing life, you are clearing the diamond from the rock so that it can finally shine. Via Negativa is a philosophy for adults, for those who are tired of the meaningless race and ready for silence, clarity, and real power. It is the understanding that the nature of perfection often lies not in elaborate complexity, but in elegant simplicity, achieved through the consistent removal of everything superfluous. The most complex airplane is not the most reliable. The most complex code is not the most functional. The most complex life is not the happiest. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to become an architect of emptiness, a creator of free space. In the space between things, between tasks, between thoughts, clarity, creativity, and that very freedom we all chase are born. Stop looking for a magic pill. Start looking for the poison you are already taking daily and stop taking it. Strength is not in holding everything. Strength is in letting go of the unnecessary without regret. Your journey to simplicity does not begin with a step forward. It begins by dropping the heavy backpack you've been carrying on your back all these years and taking the first light breath.